Hey guys, Tonic here. Today I'd like to show you my top 5 camp locations in the Ash Heap. This is part 2 of a new series where I share my favorite locations in each region around the map. In the last video we checked out a few of my favorite spots in the forest, and in this one we're heading down to the Ash Heap, so let's get right into it. First up, we have a really neat spot right along the border of the Ash Heap. It's located right here on the map, and to get here I like to spawn here and just run over. Once you arrive you will find a little cave on the side of the mountain. It's not a very deep cave, but it's a good size. You can still fit some floors and some decorations inside, and you will also get a pretty good view of the Ash Heap. I really like this spot. I love building in caves, and there aren't a ton of caves around the map anymore that we can build in, so I think this is one of the nicer ones that we can still build in. Again, it's not huge or anything, but it does work well for a smaller camp, and even the area around the cave is nice for building. There's still plenty of room on the sides and above it. It's also pretty safe. I don't get attacked here that often, and I don't really see many players using this spot. The biggest downside here is that it is pretty far away from everything, so you might not get a ton of players visiting your vendor, but besides that, it's a really cool spot and I really like the view. Up next, we have a nice pre-existing structure right next to the rusty pick. It's located here on the map right up this little hill. Once you get here, you will find this metal building. You can place your camp almost anywhere here, and the inside is pretty nice. There's already some junk in here and some other stuff, but you can build inside the building on top of it, and right out front there is a good sized flat area. Being right next to the rusty pick is great. You'll get plenty of visitors to your camp because of it, so you can build a little trading outpost or something. The roof is also really flat, so you can place a ton of stuff up there, or even build a second floor on top. I don't see that many camps here anymore, and as far as safety goes, right down the road there is a random encounter spot, and sometimes it will spawn enemies, but usually it's smaller enemies, so it's not that bad, but it is still something to be aware of. Next up, we are heading deeper into the Ash Heap for a small island. This one is right here on the map, right next to Lewisburg Station. Here you will find a small lake, and over in the middle we have a boat and some land, and you can place a camp here. Now, it might not seem like much, it's just this little patch of land, but with a little bit of work you can make some really cool camps here. You of course get tons of water with this location, and you can place down floors on that strip of land and make your own island, or you can use the land and build around it. For this camp I built this little fishing village type thing. The island is right in the middle, and I built a few shacks connected by this dock. You can build a bridge and connect your camp to the land. Overall, it's just a really cool spot. It's also very safe here. I almost never get attacked, and I don't see that many camps here anymore, so having your camp spot taken when you log in shouldn't be a big issue. Moving on, this next one is located right here on the map, right behind the Red Rocket filling station, and here you will find this trailer. Now the surrounding area is kind of cool. You have this dirt path that goes all the way around it. You also have these friendly animals that spawn here. Sometimes you'll get these guys, and sometimes you'll have some fireflies. But you can place your camp pretty much anywhere here, and the trailer is in pretty good condition. There's some stuff already placed down, but you still have plenty of room to build. And lastly, over here, there's also an iron deposit. This spot is great for a smaller raider style or wasteland scavenger style camp build. There's tons of junk and tires laying around, so you could almost even turn this into a junkyard camp. For this build I added onto the trailer, and I built this little shack on top, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. As far as safety goes, it's not that bad. There are some enemies that spawn at the location next to it, and if you build close enough to it they might come over and attack, but usually it's just some floaters, so it's not that bad, and if you place some turrets down you'll be good. Now before we get to the final location, I do have one honorable mention. It wouldn't be an Ash Heap camp location video without mentioning this location right here. Next to Walt Station you will find the shack here, and the shack itself isn't all that impressive, but it does come with a cat named Murgle. This cat lives here and you can place your camp anywhere here, so you can have a named cat hanging out in your camp. It's probably the most popular camp spot in the Ash Heap just for this reason, and it's an alright location. I have seen some really cool camps here, but personally I don't build here that often. And now for the final location. This one is located right here on the map, pretty much right on the border of the Ash Heap, and to get here you will have to climb a mountain. Now there is a trail, and it kind of starts over there, but once you get here you will find this really cool spot. You can place your camp almost anywhere here. You can build up here and have that nice view, or you can go over here and build in this flat spot. Now you will have some trees and bushes, but a lot of that will disappear once you start building. Now I've built a ton of camps here and I absolutely love this spot. You sort of get that forest feel in the Ash Heap, and I think that's really cool. If you have those tree camp items you can turn this into a little oasis in the Ash Heap. It also does have a lot of flat land, and you have a great view, so this is easily my favorite spot in the Ash Heap and one of my favorite spots across the whole map. I hardly ever see any camps here and it's pretty safe. I almost never get attacked here. So those are my top 5 favorite camp locations in the Ash Heap. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know if you have a favorite spot in the region that I did not show in the video, and also let me know down in the comments what region you would like to see next. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and as always, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of the channel members: Joe Pervincente, Mazader, Ed Vale, Turkey Maker, Ubi, Terry Lockridge, Radcon, Ice Cream Manny, Jays the Aussie, I Am Mr. Me Not You, Dr. Calamari, Argenteer, Shaky Hands Workshop, Leo the Collector Plays, Loopy, Adam Steinton, Robert Kennard, CRM114, Theodore, Slappy Sauce, Omniprotus, Victrix, Axel, Anna S, Fallout McFly, Golty, Lanthar, Captain Awesome, Heather Henderson, Patrick Ruda, 20th Icefire, Bots Double Frank, Christy Mellon Schwitz. Thank you guys so much, I love you guys, and have a great day.